So for the longest time, all I ever wanted was to become a series regular. It was my North Star. I made every acting decision I ever had based off, is it going to take me closer to here? Are these reps going to take me closer? Should I dress more like this to look this way? Should I exercise like this? What acting classes should I take? Everything was become a series regular, become a series regular, become a series regular. And I finally got that goal. And after I got that goal, I had this kind of empty space where I used to hold my North Star, my goal, my decision-making process over here, all about becoming a series regular. It was no longer that, because I was the series regular. But then 2020 happens, and everything stops. I didn't really know what to move towards anymore. I didn't have this guiding force anymore because I had accomplished that, and I didn't have the distraction of living that anymore. I realized I had no direction in my life. I just had this empty void where my direction used to be. Fast forward to today, and now things have slowed down a bit. No press, no sets, no events to do for the gram, no acting on a stage. Less distractions. So it was only a matter of time before the aforementioned emptiness, singing a quiet melody in my heart, started to become too hard to ignore. The message from my emptiness was crystal clear. Stop identifying yourself with what you do. I thought of myself as an actor or a series regular, and while that may be one thing I do, it is not what I am. What does a series regular do when there are no film sets, no auditions, no scripts? Well, first, I just ate about 5 tons of ice cream, watched endless YouTube videos, scrolled on social media, and played countless hours of video games. That worked for a while. The whisper was drowned out while I played, but every time I stopped, I could feel it calling me again. At first, I thought I should just find more work to do to give myself fulfillment or value, but I only felt good when I was doing work in alignment with a chosen identity. If I wrote a song, it didn't feel good because I wasn't an actor. If I wrote a script, it felt pointless because that's not series regular. Even things like working on my fitness would come into question. Does a writer or a director really need six-pack abs? At first, I thought the solution might be choose a new identity that is all-encompassing. But that would just take me out of one box and into a new one with its own new constraints on fulfillment. And what would I do with the new box once the pandemic passes? Hop back into the old box? So then, the voice chimed back in. Stop identifying yourself by what you do. Okay, what do I identify myself with? My profession? No. My brand? No. Followers? No. What? Listen. I am listening. Exactly. Oh. I needed to listen. So I started listening to my inner child that I'd been drowning out with all of my outer distractions. Maybe read that book. Your YouTube video might help somebody. Pick up the guitar today. Ooh, do that screenwriting class you were thinking about. I've been listening. So for now, I've given up my need to identify myself. For now, I don't assess my good days solely off of my perceived productivity. I'm way more fulfilled at the end of the day. some quick tips on listening. The world can be a pretty noisy place, so I find that I listen best early in the morning or late at night when everything is a lot calmer on the planet. Everybody's asleep or everybody's just waking up, and those are my best times for listening. The other great times for listening is to just take a pause in the middle of the day. While I'm eating, I won't listen to music maybe. I won't be reading something while I'm eating. I can just eat and think. But the best thing to do, I find, is to take a complete pause and just breathe and do nothing. I'm not looking at my phone. Sometimes it's best just not even eat at that time, not drinking anything. I'm not listening to music at that time. I'm just being and listening to this. Or if I'm in my apartment, I'm listening to my air condition. But yeah, mostly I just listen, and it's not like a literal voice like the voice you're hearing now. It's more of an internal voice, and right now you might be thinking, I don't talk to myself. Yeah, what are you talking about, man? We don't talk to ourselves. Right, so yeah, just listen to your inner voice. Plus, it'll sometimes come up like as an emotion or feeling in your body. Not indigestion, just like emotion. That's what I listen for. Sometimes it'll come in like text, sometimes it'll come in sometimes somewhere in my body. And it's usually very quiet, it's very soft. It's not yelling at me most of the time unless I've been ignoring it for a long time. But yeah, that's listening. And the last thing I'll say about listening is, listening in and of itself might not save the world, but maybe it can help save your own personal world, your own personal space. I know that my quality of life has been a lot higher during this quarantine challenge, since I've been trying to listen to some of the assignments coming my way and to approach them, not from a place of like, I have to be productive, I have to do everything, but from like, oh, this assignment is going to bring me a little bit of fulfillment, a little bit of joy, a little bit of purpose in a challenging time. So maybe the listening isn't going to save the world, but it could save your world. And it's not really like my job by myself to try to save the world. My job is to listen for the assignments and then try and be helpful through serving you guys through videos like this, bringing a little joy, a little thought, a little entertainment. And if I'm taking care of myself by putting on my own oxygen mask, then I can help other people by giving them a little bit of my oxygen. But if I'm out here drowning, then I can't help anybody. So that's my thought with listening. I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you for listening. Peace.